Ciao. Good morning from Italy, from this horse farm. Here with my van. Arlo's inside. He's ready to go out and play, but it just requires mom duties for that to be happening. There's a lot of dogs here, a lot of animals. I'm still figuring out how I feel about everything. It's lovely being around so many animals, but I always worry about Arlo and dog fights and everything, and so that's kind of tough. And then there's ticks, and the hay is kind of a lot for my allergies. So there's so much. But then at the same time, I'm like, this is probably good for my nervous system. The other video that I think I'm going to share, I will have shared it by right now, I think right before this one. I was so dysregulated after 2 weeks of family time and visitors and all that stuff. I was very, very dysregulated, and it took a few days. It's still taking a few days to get back in to my body and myself with breath work and meditation and time and nature, animals. And so I'm thinking probably just at least a few more days and seeing how I'm feeling, because it's incredible to actually see the shift of regulation. Like when you start to regulate again, you're like, whoa, that was a trip. Like, where did I go? And so when I think back to like my relationship with my ex, it's like with all the arguing and everything and how much he resembled a lot of stuff that I saw growing up, I was constantly dysregulated. And I was like, why did it feel like I was moving through like mud in that relationship? Like I just like couldn't do anything. And it's freeze. Women are more likely to go into freeze compared to men. Men will more often go into fight or flight because that's like how nature was back then. It's like it was more natural for men to go into fight or flight. If a woman had like a baby in her arms and came across a predator or something, it was more likely that she would freeze rather than like trying to fight with like the baby in her hand. So I just listened to that from a lady who wrote a book all on healing the body. Actually, you, sir, are not allowed to do that when that's closed. Go back up. Go back up. He's like, Mom, I want to be a real dog like the other dogs on the farm. I feel bad. I am like a helicopter mom with him at least. He's my baby. And he also, he's been hit by a car before. He's just like so excitable. So, but anyway, I was feeling a bit frozen for a few days and also for the past 2 weeks and just kind of in survival mode. So now, through all the things that I've been talking about, I've actually been like referring to my videos that I've made on like ways to regulate and like come back into your own and manifest and all those things. I'm like, wow, that was a good talk. Where did that come from? And then I was realizing like, oh yeah, most of my videos are pretty much channeled. So yeah, so interesting. So I'm gonna do my breath work here on this table that I actually made. It's the platform that I've shown you guys. And so it also works as a little table / bench. Do my breath work. I did my meditation. I'm gonna do some journaling, just like sitting out here looking at the beautiful view. And then go get started for the day, see what tasks I have for the first time. Today's the first time that I'll have like jobs on the farm because I'm volunteering in exchange for a place to park. So yesterday's trail ride was great. That was really fun that we get to ride the horses too. And today I'm gonna learn how to lunge horses and do different exercises. So I think there's a lot to look forward to here. that meditation, well, breath work was amazing. I'll link it below. Breath work, I think, is the answer. That's like the thing I'm hyper focused on right now, because it's so free to do, and it gives you all your power back. Like, you come back into your body and you get to activate that like self-healing and guidance and everything. I think it's like the most powerful thing, and that was amazing. So I hope that you do it, because that really changed things for me. Like, this breath work practice is bringing me back after exiting for a little while. Oh, please, Arlo. He's like, please let me go play. Let me go see my friends. Okay, we're gonna go out there. What are you doing, bud? So I'm doing fencing. I don't know what my life is. This is so funny. I have to take down the whole fence. I got done with that little project, and I'm gonna go do some work now. Trying to find the balance while also like being helpful and getting used to being here. It's beautiful.
And this orange one is going to be more edgy.
So I'm just finishing up with the day. So we just fed the horses. I am hanging out with Arlo. It's a bit warm today, so I'm letting out some of the warm air. It's not super, super hot, but like while I go feed the horses, I didn't want him to be running around because I like to have my eyes on. He's not that kind of dog, or maybe I'm just not that kind of mom, but he needs me to be watching him. So the horses are all now eating. There's so many. There's some here, over there, up there, up there. So we drove a little car around and fed them, and then went back and got the buckets. And we did, like, you have to like take the fences down and move the horses around. So I'm learning a lot. It's very interesting and quite the experience. And I think something that I'm realizing from, I don't know like where to sit and hold this, something that I'm realizing with myself is just like, I'm always on to the next thing. I'm like, okay, I gotta go, this isn't it. And then there's the other part of me that's like, just be present here, like you're here for a reason. So I'm trying to move through that and being like, is this where I'm meant to be? Should I go find another place by Garda? Should I go stay with family? Should I go back to France? Like, being on the road, there's so many questions, and decision fatigue can be a thing. And so I'm just trying to find stillness in it all. And I think that meditation and breath work and tapping have been so key for me these past few days, because it's a lot to like go out of that dysregulation and then like into a completely new environment, introducing yourself and like learning all this, which is amazing. But yeah, and like everyone here is so nice and so welcoming, and it's been wonderful. But yeah, it is just so much. My brain is just like, ah! But it's good, and because so much is happening, I'll always look back on this time and just remember it so much. So I'm saying so much. I'll just remember it a lot. But when you're in it, you're like so stimulated. But it's when you're so present and so much is going on that like you're going to remember things the most. It's gonna like have that kind of impact on your brain. And so I know when I'm older and looking back, I'll be so proud that I did this. And that was my big decision before moving here to Europe and doing this new lifestyle was, am I going to look back on my life and be more happy that I stayed, or that I went and had these experiences that I'm having now? And so I will be so proud. But yeah, I'm trying to remind myself too, like, this is living. Like, you are enjoying this, even though it's a lot and unfamiliar, and you know, it shakes things up within you a lot because it's uncomfortable in many ways. It's living, so I'm trying to get back into that, and I think I'm doing a good job. So I'm gonna go up. We are having a dinner, a family dinner as a group today, so it'll be my first time really sitting down with everybody, which will be sweet. So I will see you in the next video, tomorrow's video. If you like this one, this vlog style, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you're new here. Thank you so much for your donations, for your engagement, for commenting, for liking. It means so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the PayPal donations, the what are the other things called? Thanks? The one through YouTube. So I just want to mention that. I really, really do appreciate when you guys do that. So thank you. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.